you something that's interesting. 2012, Robin, myself, and the girls moved to Douglasville, Georgia. That's not too daunting of a task, but I want you to look this way with me. 14 miles over my shoulder, Atlanta, Georgia. 5.6 million people in Atlanta, Georgia. If that's not daunting enough, 7.6 billion people live on planet Earth. I read a scripture in the book of Acts. Here's what it said, 1:8. You'll receive power to be witnesses. And then the end result is something I was always excited about, because it said witnesses to the whole earth. That's a pretty big earth, and 7.6 billion people. How can one person make a difference? 14 miles away, 5.6 million. You kind of feel like, how can I make a difference? Standing in Douglasville, Georgia, 33,000 people call Douglasville, Georgia home. Still kind of daunting. How can one man, one woman, teenager, student, how can we make a difference with 33,000 people? Well, maybe scream a little louder, shout a little louder, try to get people to pay attention to what we think and believe. Here's what's even more interesting. Take a look over the side. Down on the street, I counted 17 people that walked by in about the last 5 minutes. Seemingly much more manageable when you think only 17 people. Can I make a difference in the life of 17 people? You see, the lie we've believed is, I won't make any difference at all. 7.6 billion, 5.6 million, 33,000 people. I may not even make a big difference in the 17 people that walk by. I don't even know their name. But here's the truth of what I really believe God has called us to do as a church. And I call it this: own your 50 feet. Everybody on this planet that believes in Jesus Christ, God has gifted you. He has designed you. He's given you talents. He's given you everything you need to touch your own 50 feet. In other words, right around you right now may only be one person, maybe two, but that's your 50 feet. And you see, God intended that the way we would take the world over is simply 50 feet at a time. That's what this is all about. It's Believers Church going to the rest of the world 50 feet at a time, and you're part of it. Whether you're a missionary, a pastor, a dentist, a lawyer, a teacher, a student, whatever you are, 50 feet at a time, we can do it. The issue is, will you be bold? Will you let the power of God use you? Will you say this? And here's what I say: Lord, if you can use anything, you can use me. Let me be a vessel to help other people encounter you. That's what I want to ask you to do. I want to ask you to be someone that owns your 50 feet, that becomes bold and passionate about other people encountering Jesus. Hey, and then that distance around the world, those 7.6 billion people, those 5.6 million, the 33,000 in Douglasville, the 17 people on the street, or the 2 people sitting right beside me, it won't be such a daunting task, and the world can know Jesus because you became missional with the power of God. Hey, that's 50 feet. I want to challenge you to do it, and I also want to ask you to think about this. Every week, I designed a card that says, "Come hear about Jesus." It's a very simple way to take a little 2x2 card and say, hey, I want you to come hear about Jesus. Own your 50 feet, become part of it with us, and let's lead other people to encounter Jesus.